great. I love doing things like this. I've done a few podcasts and a couple of YouTube channels with people that provide other services. But the fact that you ladies are doing this, and the market changes over the years, and you ladies have been doing this for a while. For you to put yourself in front of the camera and to try something new just shows that you are dedicated to providing the best service you can.
Thank you. We try.
No, I don't say that lightly, because there's people cash out, cash. No, there's newer companies out there now, which are these companies that are just online services, and they are not a full service.
No. Not at all. They advertise full service, but they're the
That's-
farthest thing from it,
Yeah, and
unfortunately.
if you think you're saving a bit of money up front, trust me, you're losing it on the back end somewhere. And with the changes, if they come or not with buyer's agents coming up, I personally don't think they're going to ever take full effect. And if they do, it'll be a year of turmoil, and then it will settle down. And agents like yourselves, who are very hands-on and detail-oriented, will come out on top, because you'll be standing there and you'll be able to say, hey, this is why I get my commission, because this is what I'm providing for you. This is how I'm going to guide you through this. There's going to be a bunch more people buying houses unrepresented. And in that time, it does not mean you should not get a home inspection or not get a professional opinion. This is what we do for a living.
Right.
Right.
And we're good at it, because we're still here after many years.
Right, and the real estate market does change.
Yeah.
It does.
Like everybody
well,
knows a
yeah.
realtor. Like,
Everyone knows a realtor.
there's a lot of
That's right.
not many people know a very good realtor. I'm lucky enough to be sitting in front of two right now.
Well, you're very kind.
Wow,
So we know
okay,
a lot
now
of
I've got to
good
write it
realtors.
I do know a lot. I do know a lot of
Another
good
check
ones.
goes to
And I know a lot of good ones, and I have my own personal realtor who's a very good friend of mine, and you'll get a kick out of this. When we purchased last time, we were waiving everything but the septic inspection, because I'd already been through the house. I'd put 6 of my guys through the house as well, because as a training house.
Now
But
we know.
my agent said to me, he goes, just sleep on it, we'll talk in the morning about it, which to me meant overthink, and at 2 a.m. in the morning start sending in random texts about stuff I already knew the answer to. So even for me, knowing so much about a house, I still want a good licensed realtor to represent me, because there's parts of the transaction I know nothing about, and that's the reason we're all here, to help each other get the best out of the situation.
Wow.
Well, to help our clients get the best.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's the bottom line. We want to do what's right for them, refer them to the right people, so that we know they're getting a quality inspection instead of somebody who's in there just to show how important they are. Because I know you've met them, and you have too, in our listings mostly, because we use you for our buyers. The inspectors come in, it's like they've got on this white hat, and they have to prove themselves, how
have to
wonderful
prove
they
their
are,
worth for while they're
how much
there.
they know.
Wow.
Yes, instead of doing a really good inspection, they're kind of on stage, and so that's never a good ending for our sellers, so.
Well, that falls back to what you were saying earlier about the stereotypes.
Yeah.
Stereotypes generally exist because of people's patterns.
That's
In
right.
all-
And
in
I want to
all
break
professions.
that. Yeah,
In
I
all-
want to.
yeah.
I want to break that. I don't want you to think of a home inspection as in, oh, this is now another big hurdle for me to get over, because he's going to come in and he's going to say, this kitchen doesn't have GFCI protection. The house is 75 years old.
Exactly.
No, you're lucky it's got electricity. It doesn't have GFCI protection. And we'll point that out. Is if you do a remodel, you may want to upgrade and bring it. That's what code is. Code was meant to be, hey, this is what it was at the time of build. And we change code because we learn stuff over time. But you don't need to bring it up to code until you get involved enough to update
Make
that
those
whole,
changes.
make those changes, exactly. And we pride ourselves in being in and out in a timely fashion, not rushed, but in and out in a timely fashion, because everybody's time is important. But being detailed, making sure we cover everything, and in a way that makes sense to the customer. Because if it doesn't make sense to them, what's the point of doing it? There just isn't any.